And we are back right here on Morning, the only breakfast morning show that you should wake up to. Now, in studio, I've got Ashley Kadau. But before I introduce you to her, I think her face card is more popular. You may have seen it somewhere on the gospel music shows or on YouTube videos with some of the stars. I mean, she is a star of her own making. And welcome to studio, Ashley. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you so much.
You agree with me, right?
Yeah,
that your
I
face
do.
may be more popular than the name.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But maybe soon that will reconcile. Maybe soon enough.
Yeah.
Right? Now, just tell me, Ashley, in brief, how did you end up in music?
Music is always there. I was born with it. And it started obviously when I was young. So I had the passion.
You were the household radio.
Yes,
You would
I had
sing
the
when everything else was
passion,
quiet.
and I was singing in church, everything like that. But then, I don't know, it started when I was during high school. So that's when music was ticking, like I have a talent. So I started to sing, and we were having choirs, Makumbe Mission, it's on YouTube as well. So then when I was growing up, I don't know, maybe it was purpose, I ended up being called by big musicians. Do you mind, can you become my BV? I was like, me? Actually, people who were mentoring me like from afar. So I ended up in the music industry. From there, people were now connecting me. They saw the talent. I ended up with people in Zimbabwe and out of Zimbabwe as well.
And Zimbabwe and out of Zimbabwe. So she possesses a talent that is not only local, it's international. Right. And talk about, the big people that called you. I know, and I've seen you with the likes of Ella Chirai, with the likes of Minister Michael Mayendere. Now, I want you to unpack to me in detail to understand how has been the experience of working with these big musicians?
Amazing, trust me. Sometimes I felt like it was not worth it. Like me, it didn't go in my hand, you know how it is. It was so much exposure. You know? But I'm so honored actually because I learned a lot. A lot, trust me, and also spiritually as well. Those guys, they are so spiritual.
Right.
And I feel like it also impacted my life as well, my business life, and everything around me. So the experience is amazing. You can never compare it to anything else.
So the experience is amazing. Now, which actually cues me to the next question that I'm going to ask you actually. That what is it that you have actually learned for yourself? Working with the people like Michael Mander. I know Michael Mander is a very prayerful person.
Very much.
And so is Ella Chirai and quite a number of gospel musicians that we have in the country. So what is it that you learned about their craft that makes them tick, that makes them thrive, that makes them, dominate the space they're in?
All right, so it's about following their purpose and knowing your calling, knowing your market as well, who you are singing to, because everyone is a musician, but if you don't know what's your calling or your market as well, you might not really deliver. And I've also learned that everything has to be professional.
Absolutely.
Yeah, professionalism is the key, rehearsals and everything. So I've learned a lot, trust me. So also for myself as well, I could learn in the back and see, okay, these guys, they do this before doing that. So I was learning as well because I knew I'm also a light and I'm going to shine anytime soon.
Right. I believe you're shining already. Maybe you're shining already. So maybe just to buttress the question further, I want to understand the culture. Because, where I come from a very sporting background. There's a sporting culture. Before we take to the field, there's cultures that we do. So before you release a song, before you get the mic, before you go on stage to minister, to sing to people, what is it that is what is your culture behind the scenes, backstage? What is happening?
All right. I think for me, it's just prayer. That's number one. Because we cannot do without it. You need direction. So my culture, even back at home, it's just church, you know, as an eldest kid, you know. So my mom always taught me that you cannot do anything without it. So there's prayer. There's also hard work and discipline as well. You have to be disciplined in everything that you have to do. And honesty. You have to tell yourself, it's not the time for me to release the song because I need to grow first as well. So I was growing in my shell.
You're right.
So that's the discipline that you need.
It's very, very important point that you touch on there. Growing in your shell, knowing the time that it's not time yet maybe to release a song. And as much as perhaps maybe you have the song on your fingertips, but it's not yet time to let it out there. But you alluded to that, you know, they mentored you and you've learned a lot from them. And they mentored you from afar a while back. Now, you know, they mentor you closely and you're about to shine. I don't know whether, and I said you are shining because you have a song that you released and it's called I Shine.
Yes, I Shine.
There we go. Now tell me about that song. What is that song all about?
All right, so this song speaks about my life.
Right.
So I grew up in a very, very bad way. I would say bad way because when I was young, I was eczema, a victim of eczema.
Oh.
So I wasn't looking like this.
All right.
And sorry, actually, I couldn't look in the mirror and say I'm beautiful without putting something on because it was so bad. So because of that, I experienced abuse. I experienced people could just falsely diagnose me just by seeing me and say, you know, something like that. And you couldn't, you know, just put yourself out there. So because of that, I went through so many challenges. And 2017, that's when actually God showed me a vision. And there was a lot of darkness all over. And I asked him, so what do you want me to do with this darkness? And then he said, you should look up and see something. I looked up and I saw a light. And I said, so what's this? And he said, you are this light. And I said, how? So the light is so small. But he said, but you are seeing it. The light is small, but if you are able to see it, it means it can overcome darkness. So actually, all my life, I just taught myself, even though I'm not everything, but I will reach my goals as well. So I started to pursue my goals, went to uni and did my business, and it's thriving, trust me. I can call myself a multi-award winning businesswoman because of that, no handouts. But now people are believing, because I'm living the dream, people are actually seeing the transition. So it's talking about the light. You always shine if you have passion, if you know where you are going as well, and if you believe in yourself.
Right.
So that's the song I Shine. It just talks about, and it's not for maybe gospel people only. It's for everyone. You shine everywhere you go. So that is the song I Shine.
The song I Shine, when she was narrating a story, how she grew up and the bad things that happened to her. It's a story of resilience, of course. Now that she is where she is, she's, you know, sharing the stage with the big people, producing songs of her own. Like I alluded to when I introduced her, that her face cut is far much more popular now. And this is the same face that people used to call all sorts a while back. I mean, so when are you writing a book?
I really want to
because
write a
I
book.
think there is a story here. When are you writing a book?
I don't know. Maybe it's a confirmation I should start now because there's a lot to write about. My life is just inspirational.
Absolutely, and I agree. Now, I Shine, was that your first song?
Yeah.
Oh, it was your first song?
Yes.
So where do we find it? YouTube, is there?
Yes, it's YouTube. Every digital platform is available.
Every digital platform is available. Now, I know before we talk, let's talk about what's coming from you musically. What can you expect in future? Of course, it's the first, but I'd like to believe that it's the first of many to come.
Yeah, true.
It's the first of a star who is going to take, of course, the gospel music space by storm. Now, what's coming?
A lot of music that inspires people. My passion, I don't really want to earn with music.
Right.
I just want to pursue my calling. That's why I ended up in pursuing my business so that I can fund it. I've seen my other mentees like Minister Mahenderen, or they taught me that you have to work so that you can fund music as well. So there's a lot. I'm actually releasing another, it's a collaboration. It's called Ndiyeyu with Clayton Gome.
Nice.
We are also in studio recording this song as well, and I have more songs to come.
Right. Ndiyeyu, when can you, any timelines as to when you can expect the release of this one?
Anytime soon, because we are working on it.
All right.
Yeah, so it just talks about it's God.
Right.
So it's more like Yekutamba. This one was more soothing.
Yeah.
So this one, fire.
Right. So you talk about your upbringing and how tough it was, how society treated you. Maybe tell me, who were your pillars that you would go to and say, you know what, yes, the world is treating me this way, but this one, I confide in this person. This is my ray of sunshine, my ray of hope, who tells me that I'm beautiful. In as much as you yourself, when you looked yourself in the mirror at the time, you couldn't see it. Who was that person?
Firstly, it was God.
Right.
He was always my friend. Because actually, I'm a lone ranger. Maybe because of how I grew up, I don't do friends. So it was just God. I could run to him and say, I'm ready to say I have. So because I was so gifted when I was growing up, but because of how I was looking, I couldn't really put it out there. And also my mom, my parents, they were always there for me because it was so bad.
It was so bad.
It was so bad.
And I believe that shaped a bit of resilience in you as well. Such that even now, if things are to go south, where you intend to go north, you are able to handle it.
Yeah.
And you alluded to that you're a multi-award winning business person. Now, tell us about that business. And I understand that you are into cosmetology. Now, tell us more about that, what it is that you do.
All right, so I am a CEO and founder of a company called Shine Beauty Therapy. So it's a cosmetology. I started off as a makeup artist, actually. So because of the passion, I wanted to cover my scars, but then I ended up, believing that, I'm beautiful without makeup. So actually, I wanted to empower women, especially people who were facing and still are facing what I faced back then. So I ended up empowering women, giving them free education, like in beauty courses. So I've empowered a lot of women, more than 1,000 women. And because of that, not because I have, because it started from the ground, but I started to empower even though I didn't have. So that's what funded my business. I think it was just God rewarding me. And actually now I'm now an entrepreneur. I have so many, sources of income. And actually I have a skincare range that actually specifically for people with unique skin conditions like eczema, like albinism, vitiligo, because I know how it feels when you grow up, you don't have a lotion to use, you are always irritated, people are always looking at you and say, whatever it is. So my business is all about empowering. It's all about understanding people. So I got so many awards, and they are still coming.
And they're still coming.
Yes, and the business is growing.
The business is growing.
Yeah.
The business is shining.
It's shining.
Right. And what I'm seeing, or rather, when I hear you talk, I'm reminded of a story from pain to purpose. What it is that you experienced. And you, of course, now have the purpose to, reach out to those people who were like you.
Yeah,
now, just before I let you go, how do you balance music and work? How do you balance that?
Oh, it's very difficult. Trust me. I ended up leaving backing vocalist work because it was no longer, So I ended up pursuing my business and venturing into becoming an artist. So actually, it's just hard work and discipline. If I'm not working, there's nothing else.
Right. Ashley, thank you so much. You've got quite an inspiring story that you have. And congratulations on the awards. And we expect more. And DAU will be, itching to get our hands onto it so that we can get a piece of it. And of course, congratulations on the I Shine song. And continue to shine, hey?
Thank you.
Continue to shine. So this is Ashley Kadau. She is an entrepreneur as well as a musician. And she has a first song, I Shine, that she just released. So you can, just type it up. It's on YouTube, yeah? So you can just type it up, I Shine. You can find it, and then you share it with your friends, and then get a listen and be blessed. So that, of course, that's the conversation we're having right here on Morning Rush. Morning Rush, we'll be right back.
Hmm.